My name is Naina. I worked in the corporate sector in Delhi. I was young, full of enthusiasm, fair-complexioned, 26 years old. I traveled by metro daily for my job. One day, love came into my life and everything changed. I noticed a man who wore a white shirt, black pants, and a black wristwatch. He looked handsome. One thing I did not like was that he was staring at me constantly but with no expressions. I kept myself busy watching reels on my mobile. The next day, while traveling in the metro, I saw him again. He was staring at me, but today he was smiling. I again ignored him. After a few days, it was Sunday. I made coffee for myself. When I sat near the table, I saw a man through the window who put flowers outside my house's gate. When I went outside to see, there was no one, but a bouquet of roses was waiting for me. This happened every 2 or 3 weeks. One night, when I was bringing groceries, I noticed that someone was following me. I got nervous, and in fear I started to run. Then I heard a voice which pronounced words. "I don't harm you. I just want to talk to you." When I turned, I saw the same man who had stared at me in the metro. He introduced himself to me. "Hey, I am Prateek. I just want to say that I love you. I love you from the day when I saw you. I tried to forget you. I thought it was just infatuation, but I was wrong. I did not mean to love me the same way as I do." He gave me his number. I was quiet, as if somebody had snatched my tongue, my words. I saw him going far away from me. His words did not let me sleep for the whole night. After a few days, my mobile rang, and when I picked up, I heard the same voice. "Hello, Naina. How are you? I am Prateek. I hope you have thought about my feelings, about my proposal. I was standing outside of your house to listen to your answer." I went out, and as I kept walking, it seemed like my breath was getting heavy. I cannot put forward my feet. I was thinking about his gentle proposal, how humbly he proposed to me. When I opened the door, I saw him. I told him that I cannot love him because I was married. It seemed like a storm would come through his facial expressions. I requested him to go, but he was stubborn. He asked me if I was married. Then where was my husband and why I live alone? I told him the truth of my marriage, that my boss was my husband. When I joined the workplace, I often went to his cabin related to work. One day, my boss gave me some papers by saying that these papers were related to appraisal, and I signed those papers. The next day, I came to know the truth when I did not get the appraisal. I was actually his wife, but only on documents. I was shaken, but I did not have a choice to escape. Prateek consoled me and hugged me. He gave me some papers and told me to get the signs of my boss. When I asked him about what kind of papers there were, he told me to read it. My hands shook with fear because those were divorce papers. Actually, those were a way to my freedom. I went to the job and got the signs. My boss could do nothing because it was all legal.